Alrighty, in this lecture, I want to talk about specifically why you keep blowing your funded account, right? Before we jump into that, I have one quick thing I want to tell you guys. Someone recognized me at a restaurant yesterday in Florida. I'm now back in Los Angeles, but if that was you, please DM my Instagram because I wanted to talk to you more. And I felt like a complete dickhead after that you left, where I was just like, that's crazy, nice meeting you, whatever. I wanted to talk to you, give you some free value. So if you end up watching this video, just DM me the restaurant we were at so I can confirm that was you. And then I have some shit that I want to give you and then also bless you with. That being said, I want to talk about why you guys keep blowing your funded accounts, right? And the message is very, 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 very simple, right? And you guys already know this message because I've repeated it time and time again. But what I want to explain in depth in this lecture is how you are going to actively solve, right, blowing your funded accounts, right? And all of these issues that you guys have on a consistent basis, right? So, the number one conception that you guys have with trading, for the most part, right, and for most of you guys, is that it's a get rich quick scheme, right? You guys think, okay, well, I can take a 50K funded account and then I can start making 20K per month, 10K per month, 15K per month. That is not the case, guys. If we take it on a percentage basis, right, you cannot actively, unless you're very good at trading, right, you cannot actively do 15 to 20K a month, right? That would essentially mean that you are able to do roughly 40% a month, right? So if you're trading with a $1 million account, that means you're able to make $400,000 each month. Look, I love the aspiration, and you should strive for always having a higher win rate on a month-to-month basis and having a higher percent return, right? But that is not going to get you to the desired outcome that you want to get to, right? You're going to need copy trading or you're going to need a larger account size, right? If you're saying, hey, I want to do 5, 10K a month on a 150K account, okay, more reasonable, right? That's reasonable. It's not anything crazy. I mean, I just did $10,000 in the last week, right? That I showed executions of everything. I showed the withdrawal history of everything, right? I posted all that on my TikTok, right? So to put into perspective, I did $10,000 in 1 week on a 150K account. Look, I'm not saying a unrealistic win percentage and an unrealistic percentage gain monthly is unrealistic, but what I want you guys to recognize is do not have the conception that you're going to get rich off of one funded account. Your life can change off one funded account, but you can certainly not get rich, right? Because people will say, like, I want to get rich, right? Everyone's definition of being rich and getting rich is different, right? My definition of rich is any net worth above $10 million, right? Anything under that is not really categorized as rich, right? And your guys' category of rich might be 50K a month, 10K a month, 20K a month, whatever the case may be, right? The one thing we need to identify in this whole grand scheme of things, right, and how this all directly correlates to then you guys blowing your funded accounts is the association of getting rich off of trading, right? And this is a deep psychological rooted issue that you guys have on a consistent basis, right? You associate on a day-to-day basis, every time you execute, you start daydreaming about, oh my God, what if I can just catch a CPI trade? What if I can catch 300 points with 10 mini contracts? What if I can do that? One trade will just change my life. One trade. Oh, well, I can buy this. I can get this payout. I can do this. I can do that. I can do that. I can do it. And then you blow your account like a dickhead. Absolute dickhead. What I'm telling you guys is please, for the love of God, stop associating the outcome of trading with materialism. The moment that you do that, it starts directly having a negative circumstance with how you trade and how you view the markets. You start looking at the markets in a point basis of buying things. You're like, if this trade hits take profit, I can get X amount of withdrawal, and that withdrawal can go towards my rent, or that withdrawal can go towards my car payment, or that withdrawal can go towards me buying that thing that I wanted to buy, that watch, taking my girl out to dinner, right? All of these things subconsciously, because you're not actively thinking about it, but subconsciously deep in your mind, have a negative circumstance on the way that you guys trade. You really need to focus on the subconscious rewiring of your brain because ultimately that will allow you to strive and prosper. The most and the biggest conception that I have of traders that fail, right, and that are doing bad is the association of money, the association of greed, the association of everything, right? And the one key difference between the two of the people that succeed and the people that fail is simply the fact of the people that can say, hey, let me put my ego aside because there's someone that's doing better than me who knows what he's talking about. Let me remove my ego, right? Let me remove my ego. Let me become humble. Let me listen to what he has to say, right? And then let me start applying it into my day-to-day life. Because at the end of the day, like I'll mention on all these videos, I love making these videos, and I truly do believe it helps you guys out a lot. But at the end of the day, if nothing changes, what changes? If you don't apply the things that I tell you on a day-to-day basis within all of these videos, you will ultimately fail and blow all of your accounts and never become profitable. That's just the harsh reality of this shit. So until you make the subconscious decision of saying, hey, you know what? He's right. I do that, right? I will sit at my laptop and like while I'm in a trade say, oh my God, I can pass the funded. And then if I pass the funded, I can get 2 payouts and then I can quit my job. And then that's it. And then my trading journey starts. And then, oh my God. And then I can buy a Huracan or I can buy a Lambo. Oh my God. And then I can do this and that and that and that. And that all that mental masturbation buildup then ends up causing you to blow the account. And then you relapse. And the cycle will repeat until you make the subconscious decision of saying, hey, I am done doing this. I don't care. I don't care about how much money I make with trading. I don't care if this takes me 6 months. I don't care if this takes me 3 months. I don't care if this takes me a year. I don't care if this takes me 2 years. I'm going to solve all of my issues. I'm going to show up every day, no matter how I feel, no matter if I'm tired, no matter if I'm sad, no matter if I have no money in my bank account, no matter if I'm going through a mental issue. Oh, boohoo, mental issue. Shut up, bro. You are a pussy. Dedicate yourself. Stop being a bitch. Fucking, I'm just really not feeling it. Fine, G. Your bank account's not really going to feel it either. At all. Whatsoever. And that's a guarantee that I can personally guarantee you. Look, this trading and trading as a whole is so difficult and is so mentally exhausting. But I'm telling you, it's those moments in which you really don't feel like doing it that you need to do it. And when I mean that by that is specifically those moments where you feel like you don't want to journal, where you don't want to backtest because you blew your account. Those are the moments that shape you into becoming the best possible trader. And the moment that you say, hey, he's right, let me stop continuing going down the route that I consistently go down every single time. Dude, get angry. I was at a club, right? I went to the club for the first time in my life yesterday. 19 years old, never gone to the club. Right? I went yesterday on my day before leaving to Florida because all my boys wanted to go. I understand why people are poor now. Like I fully understand why people are poor now. It makes complete sense to me. Dude, oh my God, bro. Everyone's there like flashlights out with their phone. You have $1,000 in your bank account. What the fuck is there to be happy about? What is there to be excited about? Sticking your tongue out like a little pussy. Fucking dickhead. It's so lit. Dude, I wanted to off myself in there. Dude, the music was so loud to the point where it felt like my heart was ripping out of my chest. Everyone's screaming. Everyone smells like shit. It smelled like beer, piss, donkey dick, fucking shit. Fucking everyone's, oh my God, dude, that shit pissed me off that I even allowed myself to go. But these are all the habits that you guys need to break. Why are you going to the club if you have less than $1,000 to your name? What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, bro, let's go get a table, bro. Hopefully I can get laid. You deserve eternal slavery. You 100% deserve eternal slavery. You deserve every negative circumstance that is happening in your life right now. And don't be sad, right? In 10, 15 years, when you're still dead broke, you can't afford anything for your family, right? Your wife's getting fucked, by the gardener because you can't afford shit. She doesn't respect you. You're a dork. Your kids don't respect you. Your daughter ends up opening OnlyFans. Your son ends up becoming a Tron. Dad, I want to be a girl now. Fuck up. Get scared because that is your guys' future. If you continue to blow funded accounts, if you continue to jerk off, if you continue allowing the relapse of every single thing happening, that is your life ultimately. Your daughter's gonna go out to the club. Gee, when I'm telling you, I was looking, there was a bartender, right? It's this club in Fort Lauderdale. It's called Sway. If any of you guys live out there, like you guys know that general area, right? So it's called Sway, right? I was looking at this bartender and I was saying to myself, wow, this is someone's daughter. Bro, this girl had fishnets on and a wedgie crop top. Like, I didn't even know what she was wearing. Like, I immediately was like, bro, get me the fuck out of here, gang. Get me the fuck out of here. This isn't my reality. Bro, I'm urging you guys, please make money. Please, for the love of God, prioritize making money and don't continue going down blowing your funded accounts because that is your version of reality if you continue doing that. If you continue blowing down funded accounts, if you continue relapsing, right, with, let's say, your weed addiction or any addiction you have, if you continue jerking off, if you continuing saying, oh, no, I don't feel like back testing, forward testing, journaling, I don't feel like it, in the moments of which you need it the most, when you blow that account, that is your version of reality. Your son's going to say, oh, Dad, I want to become a girl now. You're cooked. Your daughter's going to start OnlyFans or go be a bartender at a nightclub. Like, if I found out my daughter was a bartender at a nightclub, I might go on a rampage, bro. I genuinely might. Like, I would be like, like fucking psych the fuck out. This is ultimately your version of reality, right? This is all of your guys' versions of reality. Your wife is going to get fucking plowed by the gardener because she has no respect for you because you're dead broke, right? Your kids have no respect for you. OnlyFans, bartender, all of this fugazi, fucking disgust. This is your version of reality, and this is unfortunate. No one talks about this shit. This is how your life is destined to go. This is honest to God how your life is destined to go. You deserve exactly where you are headed towards. This is probably one of my most favorite quotes that I've ever heard online. You deserve exactly where you are currently, and you deserve exactly where you're headed towards, right? And your habits and the actions that you are doing on a day-to-day basis will shape your reality forever. Forever. So, look, I don't want to be the party pooper Sigma guy that's like, oh, well, this is your guys' version of reality, Sigma. I'm a Sigma male. Look, I think that shit's corny too, but at the end of the day, I have to be real with you guys, right? I'm being fully transparent and real with you guys. That is your guys' versions of reality if you do not take action now, in the now. It doesn't matter if you're 15. It doesn't matter if you're 25. It doesn't even matter if you're 35 and have kids. It does not matter your age. As long as you are taking action now and today, instead of saying, well, yeah, he's right. He's right. He's right. But Kai Cenat posted a video. You are a dickhead. You are genuinely a dickhead. You are absolutely a dickhead. You deserve your wife getting plowed by the gardener. You deserve, right, your daughter starting an OnlyFans. You deserve your son saying he wants to be a girl. You deserve all of these things. These are the actions that you guys deserve, right? Unfortunately, every single thing that is happening in your life now and what is happening in your life in the future is deserved, right? Other than the fact of death, right? Because that's one thing that we simply cannot control. That is amongst God, right? And every other action is obviously amongst God. But simply, God rewards people that actively want better for themselves. And unfortunately, majority of you guys do not want better for yourselves. And you'll continue going down the route that you deserve to go down. If you're doing well right now, keep going, brother. This video is not for you. Keep going. But also have in the back of your mind. Like, honestly, I like going out to these like clubs or like social outings where like people my age are there, right? I honestly I like going out to those areas because then it gives me a constant reminder of like, damn, this is other people's versions of reality. This is their day-to-day life. Like this is what they do. Look, I'm a man of God, so I don't enjoy any of these things because I think it's all haram. It's all haram, right? It's genuinely it's all haram, right? First and last time I'll ever go to a club inside, right? I've never on my mom, never been inside of a club before yesterday, and that will be the last time, right? My boys, I was in Fort Lauderdale. My boys wanted to drag me out of the house. I was like, what am I going to say? No. So we went, and everything was just haram. Another story that happened. There's a homeless tweaker, right? You know those like homeless tweakers that you guys see on the streets where they're just like really buff and they're tweaking out. They're like yelling at people and shit. They're just tweaking out. Like there was a railroad, right? Have you guys ever been in Fort Lauderdale or Sway, like that railroad crossing, right? If any of you guys ever watched this. And there's a homeless buff tweaker. These two trust fund white kids, right, that were drunk off of their ass. One of them had a gun on him. He had a gun on him. It was open carry, right? Florida's open carry. He had a gun on him in his pants. He was drunk off his ass, right? I was the only one sober with all my buddies, right? So they weren't aware because they weren't sober. I was sober. I was aware. I look at this dude, this trust fund little college kid, college student. The homeless tweaker started tweaking, right? He was a tweaker. He was harmless, but he was tweaking. The homeless dude, the college trust fund kid, pulls up his shirt, flashes his gun at the homeless dude. And that's people's day-to-day versions of reality, right? I not saying that I did and not saying God forbid, right? Thank God nothing happened, but I could have easily, that could have been my last day on this earth. And it was just because I wanted to go to a stupid fucking nightclub. Like why? I don't understand the association of doing fun shit when you have nothing to celebrate. Your guys' lives are so shit, and until they are not shit anymore, why are you celebrating? What do you have to celebrate? Genuinely ask yourself right now, what do you have to celebrate? To the point of going to a smelly ass fucking club, rubbing shoulders with a bunch of drunk people that smell like piss. Fucking, there's like smoke going everywhere. It's like, psh, it's like a fucking devil like ritual. And people will scream their lungs out and worship like a fucking DJ that's like 40 years old, has also less than $5,000 to his bank account. Why? What is it? What is the fascination with this shit? I don't understand. And like I mentioned, you guys are all headed down the exact route in which you deserve. So if you are actively looking for fun, right, and you're looking to celebrate, when I say celebrate is going out on a consistent basis, ask yourself, what do I have to celebrate? And if the answer is nothing, you will fail, right? Your wife is going to get plowed by the gardener. Your son is going to ask to become a daughter. Your daughter's going to start OnlyFans or be a bartender at fucking a nightclub. These are all things that are intrinsically in your reality, and that's going to be your unfortunate reality. And there's nothing you guys can do about it. The only thing you guys can do about it is get scared that that's your version of reality today. And stop doing fuck all, scrolling TikTok, doing whatever the fuck you are doing that is actively making you fail, right? I started this lecture off with the reason why you are blowing your funded account, but all of the points I'm making now all have direct correlation. And the reason on why that is specifically is because you guys allocate time towards everything but the skill of trading, because the only time you want to trade is when you're incentivized to do so. The only time you want to put in work is when you're incentivized to do so with money, right? Oh, but I don't want to backtest because I'm not going to make money, or I can't have the ability to pass my funded account when I backtest. Good G, you deserve failure, and you will ultimately fail in anything that you attempt at in life. Is that if that's your thought process of I want to just earn, and I want everything to be about earning and never growing my knowledge basis, never understanding my model, never understanding the conditions, never understanding the win rate, right? No collecting data, and you just purely want to make money. Go be a signal bot for maybe a profitable trader. Maybe that will work for you to get to like 3 to 5K a month. But if you're looking to build longevity and use this as a career, you will never make it if that is your mentality. And I see so many people. I was a victim to this too, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I was genuinely a victim to this as well. I see so many people get so discouraged when they lose a trade or blow an account to the point where they don't want to forward test, back test, journal, right? They don't want to do any of the core disciplinary habits that will allow them to become a better trader. And that's ultimately why you are failing right now. You lose a trade. The second you lose the trade, a button turns on, right? I like calling it the autism button, like where your autism just turns on in your brain and you just become fucking a retard, right? Once that's turned on and once that button is turned on, you essentially just go on blowing accounts. You just blow all your accounts. No, and then at the end of all of it, the worst part about all of this is at the end of all of it, at the end of everything, no back testing, no journaling on why you blew those accounts. Or you journal, but you give a half-ass effort, like you have in every single thing in your life. You've never really gave effort. It's so funny. I will ask some of my Discord members, are you really working to the best of your ability? Are you really trying your best? And I ask them, like they'll say, well, Salman, this thing isn't working, or that thing isn't working, or I have a low win rate in this. And I ask them, are you really watching the lectures? Are you really taking notes? Are you really back testing? Are you really collecting data? Are you really showing up to every group call? 99.99999% of the times is, well, I could be working a little bit harder. There's your solution to every problem that you guys are facing right now. You will never go wrong with simply just working harder. And the problem is you need a wake-up call, right? And I want these videos and have the ability for these videos to be your guys' wake-up calls. Because like I mentioned multiple times in the video, that is your ultimate end reality. During and what you currently are going through will shape that reality of what I mentioned. Wife, walk in on her. Gardener is like, que lo que? She's getting fucking plowed, unfortunately. Your daughter, you walk into your daughter's room. She's on fucking Instagram Live shaking ass. You want to fucking off yourself after seeing that. Your son, you walk into your son's room. He's pinning estrogen. You're just fucking cooked, bro. You are ultimately cooked. You're just cooked. You're cooked. And that is your ultimate reality if you do not force yourself to work fucking harder in your current stage. And it really sucks, right? It really sucks because even a good amount of you that are attempting, right? Half-ass attempting, not actually giving their full effort. Even some of you guys that are watching this video, it's inevitable. It's truly inevitable for that to be your future. For the shittiest version of reality. For the reality of you guys not being able to take your family out to dinners because you can't simply afford it. You guys not being able to do the things you want to do with your family because you guys can't afford it. You guys not being able to buy a better version of cereal because you guys can't afford it. Oh, we need to get the value pack, son. Put back the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. We need to buy the value pack. That is your ultimate version of reality. And your wake-up call is this video. Please do not fall victim to what 99.9% of people in our age demographic are currently doing. Use them as motivation to say, damn, their life is fucking ass. They're going to go about their lives making $100K a year. And look, this shit might not be for you. And you might enjoy the party life. You might enjoy the fraternity life. You might enjoy that type of life. That might be your version and reality of life that you enjoy. I have nothing bad to say about that. Go enjoy your life, right? The only thing that's going to happen, you ain't going to see the pearly gates, G. But if that's you, if you want to live on this eternal world, right? Or if you want to live in this test of a world and make it your version of heaven, that is up to you. 100%. Go down that version, and that might be your version of reality that you might look for, right? Maybe you want your son to be a daughter. Maybe you want your daughter to have OnlyFans. Maybe you enjoy watching your wife getting plowed by the gardener. Senor, how are you doing? Getting fucking absolutely plowed. That might be the version of reality that you enjoy. And look, G, you are a bottom feeder of the world, but look, no shame on you, G. Go enjoy your life, right? And ultimately, if you guys do not work hard and you don't recognize the day-to-day issues, right? Coming back into the critical thinking aspect, using your critical thinking abilities to shape the version of reality that you want, you will ultimately fail. You will ultimately relapse. You will ultimately end up blowing that funded account. You will ultimately end up doing every single negative thing that you end up doing. Because I'm telling you here now, with a strategy of a 50% win rate at a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio, you will be profitable. That's just math at the end of the day. The problem is you have no self-control. You simply have no self-control. And that is your ultimate issue at your current stage. Even for the ICT watchers. You guys have, even if you trade fucking fair value gaps, trade continuations, you trade reversals, you trade an SMT, you trade these simple entries, they still have a competitive edge. You still can get a 55, 60, 65% win rate with just using that. It's as simple as self-control and self-obedience of saying, hey, when I lose a trade, right, I'm done and I'm stepping away. And that is your ultimate issue right now. And your wake-up call is saying, okay, if I don't listen to what Salman has to say on these videos, if I don't shape my reality now, my ultimate reality in the future, wife plowed, senor, I don't know. She just told me to insert. You're fucking cooked, gang. Or, Dad, I want to be a girl. Okay, go do you. Get the fuck out of my house, though. These are all your versions of reality. Unfortunately, this is not my version of reality because I'm clearing 6 figures a month right now. And I will continue doing that, and I will continue bettering my income, and I'll continue growing, and I'll continue making more money, and I'll continue being known across social media platforms, and I'll continue being respected by anyone that comes into my presence, and I'll continue conquering. That is ultimately why I can shape my version of reality. Pair that with, right, extreme obedience towards God and listening to what God has to say. Everything in this world is a distraction. It's all haram. But at least we can make the best out of it and the best of what we are currently facing. Please make this video your wake-up call of saying, damn, he's right. Let me start getting fucking angry at my current situation. And look, G, I'm rooting for you. I hope to see you in the Discord. I mean, by now, if I haven't proved to you that I know what the fuck I'm doing, I don't know what will. So I hope to see you in the Discord. I hope to see you grow. I hope to see you start getting discipline on the winning side of things. And use this as your wake-up call and get fucking scared of saying, because there's 2 things as a man that will drive you towards working harder. It's either fear or anger, right? Those are the only really 2, or extreme poverty, right? But specifically anger and fear. Right? Either you're really fucking angry at your current situation in life, or you're fearful about your version of reality being the things that I mentioned. I love you guys. If you made it to the end of this lecture, say, at Salman Nasiri, this was my wake-up call. This was my wake-up call. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next lecture. I'm excited for this week. Still got that funded account, trailed $4,500 in profit after the 3 withdrawals that I documented on YouTube and TikTok, and documented the withdrawals and them hitting my bank account, all that good stuff. So I will continue, hopefully, to be on that green streak and continue getting those daily payouts. I love you guys. I will see you guys in the next lecture.